Welcome to today's listening practice session.
Part 9. The Evolution, Benefits, and Challenges of Online Work in the Modern World. Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing a topic that has become a key part of our modern-day lives: working online. The ability to work remotely, whether from home, a cafe, or a different country, has become increasingly common. The global pandemic accelerated this trend, but even now, as life returns to normal, online work remains a significant part of many businesses and careers. I believe many of you have experienced online work in some capacity, whether as employees, freelancers, or entrepreneurs. Today we'll explore the origins of online work, the many benefits it brings, the challenges we face, and how we can thrive in an online work environment. Roadmap. We'll begin by looking at the evolution of online work. Next, we'll dive into the advantages it offers. Then we'll discuss the challenges people often encounter. Finally, I'll provide some practical tips for successfully working online. We'll wrap up with a brief Q&A session where I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions. 1. The evolution of online work, 6 minutes. Let's start by discussing the evolution of online work. It's important to understand how we arrived at the point where working from anywhere is not only possible, but often preferable for many industries. A. The early days of remote work. Back in the 1990s, the internet was still a relatively new phenomenon. Most jobs required people to be physically present in an office where they could access work-related resources like computers, printers, and telephones. Communication between offices or with clients was primarily done through phone calls, faxes, or face-to-face meetings. As the internet became more widespread, tools like email and instant messaging began to change how we communicated. The rise of high-speed internet in the early 2000s further pushed the potential for remote work. Companies started realizing that many tasks could be done without employees being physically present in the office. B. The role of technology. Technology has been a critical enabler of online work. The advent of cloud computing has been revolutionary. Platforms like Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 allow employees to collaborate on documents and projects in real time, no matter where they are in the world. Tools like Zoom, Skype, and Slack made virtual meetings and instant communication as easy as sitting next to someone in an office. We also saw the rise of freelance platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer, which allowed individuals to offer their skills and services to clients all over the world. This development made it possible for companies to outsource tasks and projects to remote workers, often at a lower cost. See impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. It's impossible to talk about the evolution of online work without mentioning the pandemic. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic forced millions of people to work from home overnight. This sudden shift was initially seen as a temporary measure, but for many companies, the benefits of online work became clear. Productivity didn't drop as expected. In many cases, it improved. Employees enjoyed the flexibility, and businesses realized they could save on overhead costs. D. The hybrid work model. Now, as we emerge from the pandemic, many companies have adopted hybrid work models, where employees split their time between working from home and working in the office. This approach combines the best of both worlds, the flexibility and autonomy of remote work, with the social and collaborative benefits of in-person work. 2. The benefits of working online, 8 minutes. Now let's discuss some of the key benefits of working online, which have contributed to its growing popularity. A. Flexibility in time and location. One of the most obvious benefits of online work is the flexibility it offers. Employees are no longer tied to a specific office or location. They can work from anywhere with an internet connection, whether that's at home, a co-working space, or even while traveling. This allows people to tailor their work environments to their needs, which can significantly boost productivity and job satisfaction. Example: take the case of a software developer who lives in Vietnam but works for a tech company based in the US. Thanks to online work, they can work from home while still contributing to international projects. B. Improved work-life balance. With online work, many people find it easier to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Without the need to commute, employees can spend more time with their families, pursue hobbies, or simply relax. This flexibility has been shown to improve mental health and reduce stress. Statistic: a recent study by OWL Labs found that 80% of remote workers reported a better work-life balance compared to working in an office. See access to global opportunities. Online work opens up the global job market. Companies can hire talent from anywhere in the world, and employees are no longer limited to jobs in their immediate area. This gives workers more opportunities and often allows companies to find the best person for the job, regardless of location. Example: consider a graphic designer in India who works for a design agency in Australia. Without online work, this international collaboration wouldn't be possible. D. Cost savings for employees and companies. For employees, working online can lead to significant cost savings. No more commuting means less money spent on fuel, public transport, or parking. There's also no need for expensive office attire, and meals can be prepared at home. Companies also benefit financially. By allowing employees to work from home, businesses can save on office space, utilities, and office supplies. 3. The challenges of working online, 8 minutes. Despite the many benefits, working online also comes with its fair share of challenges. Let's explore some of the most common obstacles people face. A. Isolation and loneliness. One of the biggest downsides of working online is the isolation it can cause. Many people miss the social interactions and sense of community that come with working in an office. The lack of face-to-face communication can lead to feelings of loneliness, which can affect mental health and productivity. Example: imagine someone working remotely from a small town where they don't know many people. Without daily interactions with coworkers, they may start to feel disconnected. B. Difficulty in separating work and personal life. When you work from home, it can be challenging to establish boundaries between your work life and personal life. This can lead to overworking or feeling like you're always on, which can result in burnout. Tip: setting specific work hours and creating a dedicated workspace can help create a clear boundary between work and home life. C. Distractions at home. Another challenge is the number of distractions that exist at home. Whether it's household chores, children, or simply the temptation to relax, staying focused can be difficult without the structure of an office environment. D. Time zone and communication barriers. For teams spread across different time zones, coordinating meetings and communication can be tricky. Delays in responses can slow down work, and cultural differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Example: a project manager in the UK may need to coordinate with a development team in India and a client in the US. Finding a meeting time that works for everyone can be a challenge. E. Dependence on technology. Online work relies heavily on technology, and any technical issues can cause significant disruptions. A slow or unreliable internet connection, software glitches, or hardware failures can all impact productivity. Example: imagine being in the middle of an important virtual meeting when your internet connection drops. These issues are not only frustrating but can also delay critical tasks. 4. Tips for thriving in an online work environment. Now that we've discussed the benefits and challenges of working online, let's explore some practical tips for succeeding in an online work environment. A. Create a dedicated workspace. One of the most important things you can do to stay productive when working online is to set up a dedicated workspace. This could be a separate room, a specific desk, or even a corner of your living room that's designated for work. Having a clear physical space for work helps to mentally separate your professional and personal life. B. Establish a routine. While working online offers flexibility, it's important to maintain a routine. Set regular working hours, take scheduled breaks, and try to stick to a consistent schedule. This helps create structure and keeps you focused throughout the day. Tip: use productivity tools like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a short break. This can help maintain focus and prevent burnout. C. Communicate clearly and frequently. In an online work environment, clear and regular communication is key. Since you can't rely on face-to-face conversations, it's important to use tools like email, chat apps, and video calls to stay connected with your team or clients. Tip: schedule regular check-ins with your team to ensure everyone is on the same page and to build a sense of camaraderie.